Welcome to Chapter 1 of Class 7 Science, the ever-evolving world of science. In this exciting introductory chapter, we'll explore what it means to think like a scientist and approach the world with curiosity. Science isn't just about memorizing facts from a textbook, it's an invitation to question, perform experiments, and explore as we try to understand the beautiful world we live in. The world of science covers everything from the tiny cells inside a leaf to the movement of the sun and stars. As you go through this book, you'll start new adventures that challenge your thinking, expand your knowledge, and help you become an explorer making small discoveries for yourself. Let's begin by looking closely at our book. Notice how the page numbers follow the playful flight of a butterfly and the soaring of a paper plane. Just as a butterfly flutters freely and a paper plane flies into the sky, learning takes flight when curiosity leads the way. Did you know that something as simple as a paper plane inspired real scientific explorations of flight? Early inventors studied bird wings, modern engineers design aircraft, and the dream of flying started with simple observations. Simple experiments led to amazing discoveries. So as you turn each page, let your imagination take flight, exploring new ideas, discovering wonders, and reaching for the skies. Now let's understand that science is a process, not just a collection of facts. Exploration isn't just about discovering new facts or learning about different things in nature. Science, as we said in grade 6, is a process, a way of thinking that welcomes curiosity, asks questions, and is open to the unknown. In grade 7, we'll try to ask deeper questions. How do things work? Why do events happen the way they do? And what can we learn from the patterns we see in nature? To do real science, we have to step out of this book, step out of the classroom perhaps, and experience the world through activities and experiments. These experiences will be interesting and exciting, serve as stepping stones to deeper understanding, help you understand our environment, and show your place on this planet. Science is an ongoing process of discovery, and you're part of it. Science isn't just about discovery alone, it's also about responsibility. As young science explorers, you'll soon see how human activities are linked to what happens in the natural world and are connected to the society we live in. You'll also see the role that science can play in addressing environmental challenges and helping create a more sustainable world. As you learn science, you'll develop important skills and perspectives. Critical thinking for evaluating information carefully, problem solving for finding solutions to challenges, environmental awareness for understanding our impact, global perspective for seeing the bigger picture, and ethical considerations for thinking about consequences. Science knowledge comes with responsibility to use it wisely. In this book, you'll read about topics in different fields of science, from physics and chemistry to biology and earth sciences. While they might appear as different chapters, just as we had said in grade 6, they are all interconnected. Scientific ideas in one area often inspire discoveries in another, or at least allow us to ask questions in another area. We'll start by looking at the properties of materials around us, mostly the things we experience but perhaps never ask questions about. Why are some fruits sour? What happens when we wash a haldy stain on our school uniform? What kind of materials do we need to make a lamp glow? How do we classify materials based on their properties? Throughout this year, we'll explore how different science concepts connect. Science isn't separate subjects, it's one big, beautiful, interconnected story of our world. Now let's practice thinking like a scientist with Activity 1.1. Question the answer. In school or during tests, you're usually given questions and expected to find the answers. But let's turn that around. To think like a scientist, it is equally important to ask interesting questions. Great scientists don't just answer questions, they ask amazing ones. Remember last year we had said, to be a wise person, you must be a wise person. Look at the answers provided. Your task is to come up with curious, creative, and fun questions or situations that could lead to these answers. There are never any wrong questions, so let your imagination run wild. For example, if the answer was, just make it half. What could this be a response to? How do we ensure getting equal shares of cake? My essay is too long. I can't fit this in the envelope. I cannot dance to such a long song. All very different situations for the same answer. Remember, the most important scientific discoveries began with someone asking a question no one had thought to ask before. Congratulations on completing Chapter 1. You've learned that science is a process, not just facts, but a way of thinking and exploring. Curiosity drives discovery. Asking questions is the first step to learning. Observation matters. Noticing details leads to understanding. Scientific knowledge is interconnected. Different science fields connect and overlap. With scientific knowledge comes responsibility, using knowledge to create a better world. Big discoveries start with small observations. Great scientists ask creative questions. Science connects to our daily lives. Understanding our impact on nature is crucial. And science exploration is lifelong learning that never ends. You're now equipped with the scientific mindset needed to explore the fascinating topics we'll cover this year.